Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pageant Philippines live session. So, yours truly, once again, Francois is your pageant correspondent. So, we are live simultaneously on Facebook page and, of course, on our YouTube channel. Now, guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification, and of course do follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please do follow us on all our social media platforms. It's Pageant Mag Philippines across social media platforms. If you have any questions, guys, later for our guests, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below so that we can ask your questions direct to our guest. Okay. Now, I believe that you are all excited to meet our guest for tonight. So, without further ado, our esteemed guest for tonight is a Miss International Queen Philippines 2021 candidate hailing from the City of Stars. Of course, you know where the City of Stars is. So, please do help me welcome our guest with a virtual applause. Of course, give it up for Patricia Payumo from Quezon City. Of course, I do apologize. I
Hi,
also, hello, Pat.
hi
And Pat, I
everyone.
am not alone for this interview. So I have a co host, and please do also welcome Dandy Estrera. All right.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Pat.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to the show. Yep.
Yes, Pat, good evening. Welcome to Pageant Mag Philippines. How are you? Hello, Pat. What happened to Pat?
Yeah, what happened to her? It seems that there is a
Mhm.
loss of network connection on her side.
I think there's a problem on network connection in here, but no worries. Pat is doing her very best to get back into us. All right, I believe so.
Yeah, but
There you
before that,
go.
so we will be talking something on Pat is here.
Yes, hello, Pat.
Yeah.
All right. Are you there, Pat? Yes, guys, if you have any questions once again for Pat, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below. We will definitely ask your questions to Pat. All right? Let's
Yeah,
just wait for Pat in here
yeah.
because I believe she is experiencing some technical difficulties. I guess it's a network difficulties, network issues on her end. All right. So
Yeah.
how are you, Dandy?
Yeah,
By
I'm
the way.
good. I'm good. Yeah. Nice to be back here and yeah, for our friends, our subscribers and those who are joining us. Tonight they can drop their comment that can drop their questions or um something like comments or whatsoever that they feel to do so on the comment section down below. We will be reading some of the questions and yep, we are very
Yes.
glad to have them tonight joining us as we
Mm-hmm.
are going to talk more about Patricia Payomo and her journey towards the Miss Queen International Philippines.
Miss International
International
Queen.
Queen
Right.
Philippines,
Oh,
rather. Sorry
I
for that.
think something's happening with Pat right now. There you go. She's back. So no worries. Okay. Yes, she's back. Hello, Pat.
Hi everyone. Hello to all your viewers. Good evening everyone.
Yes. All right. Pat, we've been waiting for you for a long time already. Um, since the beginning of Miss International Queen Philippines. We've been already longing for your guesting here with us, and we are very thankful that well we were able to have you now. And welcome to Pageant Mag Philippines, Pat.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome,
Mhm.
Francois and Dundee. Thank you very
Yes.
much, all your viewers. Thank you so much for accommodating me here.
It's always our
Yeah.
pleasure,
Yes.
Pat, and of course we are very much grateful to have you here with us tonight. Anyways, let's
Yeah,
get to know
you
you.
know.
All right. Pat, we know that you've been very um, popular when it comes to pageantry or somehow in trans pageantry, right? You've been, you are known, you are one of the stars, Pat. So can you tell us more about yourself? Something that we don't know much about you, something interesting facts about you, right? So can you tell us about it?
And
About
one
those
thing
things.
about me that everyone does not know about is that I'm a real estate agent. I
Mm,
just started a month ago, actually, but during my first month, I am proud to say that I've been doing really great in terms of my production. I am part of a huge real estate company here in the Philippines, and I'm very proud to say that it is the top. It is the leading, it is the number one real estate company here in the Philippines, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. In my first month of employment, I was fortunate enough to get promoted twice in a
Wow.
matter of
wow!
1
Congratulations.
Thank you
Congrats.
because of my top production, I was producing a lot of sales, and
Mhm,
I was just fortunate because I had this champion mindset. Whenever I
mhm.
want something, I always see to it that I exert the very best effort that I can so I could deliver, so I could perform, and so I could reach my goals and my vision. And I'm very, very happy that this mindset has helped me because, as I said, I got promoted twice in a
Mhm.
matter of 1 month. So I'm very, very happy and thankful. And I hope that this is something that I could inspire the younger generations out there is um, to work hard and to always have a goal so that, you don't feel empty and you have something to look forward to.
Wow, that's really great. And not everyone could be a top-notch real estate agent, right?
Yeah,
Or well, I
sales
believe that you're
person.
already a manager. So, how could that be? How's being a manager?
Well, actually, it's not yet final. It's not yet how do you say that? There will be some legal process to it. It will take effect in 6 months, but um it's already there because my sale is real and it is sealed. So
Mhm.
nevertheless, that the management will be working on it. And so, yeah, I'm just very happy and proud that I was able to get that position.
Mhm.
And I am hoping that I will be able to keep reaching my quota every month
Hmm.
and
Mhm.
reach my end goal for this year.
Mhm. Yeah, it
Yeah,
shows that
yeah.
you're already an achiever, right? So, but a, but a matter of or in a matter of 2 months or a month that you were able to that you get promotion for twice, right? So that's really a big deal, really a great achievement. However, Pat, let me just ask you, does this profession of yours has something to do with what you actually have finished in college or with your degree?
Well, my degree is generalized. If some of you may not know, but I have a bachelor's degree in mass communication, and I graduated from Far Eastern University, Manila. So,
Hmm.
my course is generalized. So, basically, it's all about communication. So,
Exactly.
number one thing that I do in my job is to talk to clients every day, most especially VIP clients. So I think it is very relevant and it is very relatable to what I have studied. So
Yes, that's yeah, that's right. Actually, it's an edge if you are a communications graduate when you want to become a top-notch real estate broker, right?
yes, thank you very
Mm.
much. course, it won't be possible without the help of my team. I'd like to give
Mhm.
them a shout out. Thank you so much to my manager, Miss Ina Cristobal, for guiding me, for teaching me all the tips and tricks that I need to learn in order to move forward in this kind of business. And most especially to my team, my trainer. I owe all the success to you guys. Without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you, Division 8 Marketing 1, my manager, my mentor, Miss Ina Cristobal, and Team Dynasty. Let's go get that number one spot.
Yeah, you should. You will have that for sure.
Yeah. You know what, Pat? The name Ina Cristobal actually rings a bell in me because I've been watching these videos on YouTube, actually on property, yes, selling properties. So
Yeah.
I think I've watched one of her videos.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only one, I guess two or three videos.
Mhm.
Yep, yep, yep.
You know, my
Hmm.
inspiration, my main inspiration about joining this line of work is
Hmm.
a Netflix series called The Selling Sunset. I really
Mhm.
admire the show because it's about women empowerment and it's about a real job. You know, I would like to encourage everyone, most especially the young trans Pinays out there, to find something that is will set them for the future, because as a transgender woman, our lifestyle is very expensive. So you need to
That's
find
right.
a job that could support you not only for the present but for your future as well.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely correct, Pat. However, Pat, I've already mentioned earlier that you've been very popular when it comes to trans pageantry, right? So, how this, how did it start? When did it start? How did you, who motivated you to join trans pageantry, something like that? Mhm. Can you tell us
Yeah.
about
How
it?
did it start?
Really sparks a very, very good memory because I've told you earlier that I studied in FEU, right? So we have a sisterhood called SHE, or the Society of Homosexual Emergence, which is founded by Meme Vice Ganda.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of our founders, and she fought for our rights so that we could dress how we want and express ourselves as a transgender woman.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, we have a pageant in our university. It's held in Gota de Leche sa may R Papa sa may Manila. So
Mhm.
annually, that was my parang yun yung initiation sa pagsali dun sa pageant. And I had to join that beauty pageant, and it was my first beauty pageant. But apparently, I wasn't able to make it to the top five. But one of the judges was Miss Marian Crisologo, the legendary Marian Crisologo, and
Yeah.
she encouraged me to keep joining beauty pageants because she saw a potential in me. And since then, I've been looking up to her. She has been my main motivation to achieve the kind of physique that I have. My communication skills is I would say you know, joining beauty pageants, I haven't been really articulate when I was starting. Question and answer portion has always been one of the dreadful parts of the competition for
Mhm.
me. And
That's right.
when I started to learn how to build my confidence, when I started to get to know myself on a deeper level and truly love myself, then that's when I was able to flourish. I was able to realize how public speaking is important. You know, I'm a mass communication graduate myself, but even up to this day, it gives me a fright to be on the stage and to speak in front of a huge crowd just because I'm naturally an introverted person. So definitely beauty pageants have um, pushed me uh, from my comfort zone. And I'm very, very glad that I did what I did because I'm very, very happy and grateful to have the love and support from all those Filipinos that I don't even know. And that
Hmm.
means so much to me when they send me a message and tell me how much they adore me, they how much I influence them in a good and positive way. So I hope that I could continue doing that, and I hope that I could actually do something about the current situations or problems that we have or we face as a community.
Yeah, that's right. Actually,
Yeah,
that's really
continue to be
very
the
interesting. Hmm. That's really
yeah,
very
continue to
interesting and
be
inspiring.
yeah, continue to be an inspiration for others. That's a main. I think that's your message to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I
Mm.
don't only want to be a source of inspiration and strength. I want to be that actual person who could do something about some
That's right.
certain problems. I would not only want to inspire, but I want to do something to have a permanent change, permanent action, or effect so that I could contribute to the current problems of this community.
Exactly. All
Mm,
right. So
exactly.
we'll be talking more about that later on. However, could you also tell us about your reasons? What your actually your reasons for joining Miss International Queen Philippines, given the fact that you are already an accomplished woman, and yeah, you're already an accomplished woman. So what's basically the reason behind joining Miss International Queen Philippines?
The reason behind me joining Miss International Queen Philippines is not only to win the crown, but to bring back the third Miss International Queen crown to the Philippines because it has always been my goal, my my vision to to make the Filipinos proud. I want to be that source of inspiration. I want to be that icon who the people could look up to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I want to bring pride, I want to bring joy, I want to bring hope to this
Mm-hmm.
country by bringing that crown back here in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines.
Mhm.
I think that I am someone who is capable of doing such just because I know that I can.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And do
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
any pageant, a beauty queen pageant, a beauty queen icon rather?
Sorry, what?
Do you have any beauty queen icon? Who would it
Uh,
be?
well, the beauty queen icon that I admire or I look up to
Mm-hmm.
is our Miss Universe, Pia Wurzbach and
Mm-hmm.
Katrina Gray. I think they are just two queens with different strengths,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to imitate that and combine it so I could be something that the pageant community will love.
Hmm.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
And yeah, it's really exciting to see how the pageantry or the Philippine pageantry would also evolve in such a way, right? And yeah, good luck for that.
Yeah. The dream of bringing back the crown to the country, that's great, and at the same time, that's a big responsibility. But I think
Yeah.
Pat has it, the determination, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so it would lead to my question, like, with this determination, what are the preparations that you have been doing in this line?
Well, I've been mentally preparing myself because 2020 hasn't been easy for me. It
Hmm.
is a year where I have um, faced a lot of challenges, especially in terms of my mental health. That is why it is one of my greatest advocacies is to raise awareness when it comes to mental health, the importance of it, as well as suicide prevention. So those are just two of my primary advocacies, but some of which also includes me volunteering for Animal Kingdom Foundation. It's
Mm-hmm.
a non-governmental organization that helps to provide food, shelter, and clothing for abused animals or who are victims of dog meat trade. So
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah,
What
it should
else
be a
can I
lot of
say?
work. Yeah, from animals, like caring for animals.
yeah, I haven't been doing those advocacies just for the sake of the pageant because I've been doing it even before the MIQ
Mm-hmm.
franchise has been
Mm-hmm,
released.
mm-hmm.
So it's not just for the show. I've been really doing it for real and it's real. My advocacies are authentic, it's genuine, and
Mm-hmm. It's
it's in
organic. Mhm.
I believe
Yeah.
in, and I want people to support my cause because I think it is very important, especially in this time and age.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah. So you've mentioned about yeah, we've mentioned about health, mental health, and as
Mhm.
well as like, yeah. So do you have any like regular sessions or regular visitation of the activities that you have been doing for mental health? Can you share more on that?
To be honest, I was clinically diagnosed with major depressive disorder, so I've been seeing my psychiatrist once a month. Um, after I've been taking medication. I'm taking SSRI or serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which allows me to balance my mood
Mm-hmm.
and so I could relax a bit more so I don't get anxious about certain things. Um, so those are just a few of the preparations that I'm doing and you know, being a public image is really hard. It takes a toll on my mental health. But I've learned to finally manage how to filter what I will take from people or what I will
Mm-hmm.
ignore. So it's very important to know who you are deep to your core, deep to the bones, so that any negativity that will be thrown at you won't affect you, especially mentally.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah, yeah.
right. So, yeah, we will get to talk more about your advocacy later, Patricia, Pat, rather. However, before we get into that, we are going to, well, get to know you more by playing Have You Ever Had?
Okay,
Have
go.
you been playing that?
That sounds exciting. Let's do it.
All right. So, seemingly you are very much ready, Pat. So, let's start off with have you ever had worn heels at the age below 10?
Below 10? Yes.
Oh,
Yes. So my mom is a retired teacher. So
mhm.
I always used to wear her work
Heels.
boots. So before they would just ignore um, me because they just thought that, oh, he's just a child. He doesn't know what he's doing. But um, when I grew up, I already realized, or even at this stage, even while I was doing that, I already knew um, who I was. So
See, how old were you then, if I may ask?
mm, I wasn't like 10 years old, but I would say early teenage years.
All right.
Mm.
Okay. How about you, Mars Dandy? Do you have any have you
Yeah,
ever had
sige.
question? I believe you have
Yeah.
prepared something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My question is like, Okay. It seems that I need to find a question which is very relatable to you. Oh, this one. When you were young, have you ever had played basketball?
No,
Normally, the people
not
are asking like that.
for the kid growing up because um I easily get sick, so my
Oh.
isn't that strong. And
Oh, you were sickly.
I don't like contact sports. I would rather play board games or
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Oh, Barbie.
Yeah.
yeah,
Even like volleyball also, it's no contact
No,
games.
it's
Yeah.
board games. No,
Yeah.
it's
it's
like
only board games. Yeah. All right.
they
So
just
let's move on. Pat, I don't know if you have, if you have ever had experienced this. Have you ever had your hair cut like an army cut, or most likely?
during my transition or when I was younger.
Oh, when I was younger, perhaps during in your life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I was younger, I would dread to go to a barber shop and then to go to a dentist. I would
Mhm.
rather go to a dentist than to pay a visit to a barber shop just because I don't know, maybe I knew that I always wanted to have long, beautiful hair, or
Mhm.
I just don't like the vibe of the barber shop. I just know it's not for me. But when I was little, I would always get a crew cut. So
Mm.
yeah, what my hairstyle was like when I was in elementary because I was born in the 90s. So
Yes.
yeah, those were
Yeah, those times were actually crooked styles, right?
that was the trend. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Mars.
Yeah. So, but she mentioned it already that she is very young when she wore like shoes, her mom's shoes. But anyway, so have you ever had worn makeup when you were young? How old are you when you are like wearing makeup in front of the family gatherings?
No, I was actually a late bloomer. Um,
Mm-hmm.
growing up, I grew up as a closeted gay man. I grew up as a straight guy, literally
Mhm.
a straight guy. And then when I was in college, that's the time that I came out of the closet. So everyone was shocked because
Mm-hmm.
it was a very drastic change from a high school heartthrob to this.
A beautiful woman.
So
I would
yeah.
rather say beautiful woman.
So to answer the question, no, I wasn't able to wear makeup in public at a very young age. However, during high school days, when I was in high school, I was fond of joining theater groups. I was a thespian, and I would love performing in a huge crowd, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how I was able to wear beautiful makeup in public.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So that doesn't actually give anyone a hint that you are different, right?
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyways, have you ever had played a Chinese garter?
Yeah. I like that. I'm small. I'm only 5'4", so
Mm-hmm.
I could do all the tricks that, a tall person could do for that. So I didn't, I'm not the mother or whatever, whatever you call it. But I enjoy it. It's fun.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. But it seems that okay, so yeah, this one. Have you ever had skip classes just or even work or classes really? I really wanted to skip classes just to join a barangay beauty pageant.
or any pageantry. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had skip classes just to join
Pageants.
barangay, or something it's funny?
Yes, I have
Mm-hmm.
totally ignored or set aside my studies in FEU, um, just for the sake of because when you're a contest era, when you join barangay beauty pageant, parang ano minsan parang kinakati yung paa mong rumampa, kumonte. So, so I would rather do that instead of going to
Mm-hmm.
class. So my thesis buddies are actually so mad at me because I don't contribute much sa thesis namin. So um I do.
Yeah,
But
right.
I encourage the young generation to do the same. Um as long as you balance everything, time management is key.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah.
This must be my last question, Pat, for have you ever had? All right. Have you ever had argued with your parents for disliking your boyfriend?
When it comes to my personal or private relationships, um, I see to it that before I introduce someone to my parents, it would be someone that I envision myself with for a long time. So I haven't argued about I haven't argued with my parents about a lover
Mhm.
because I've only introduced two guys to them. So, so far, yung two guys naman na yun, has been good to me. Actually,
All
yung
right. All right. That's nice. How about have you ever had a girlfriend?
oh yeah, I had when I was in
Oh.
school, just because like I said earlier, I grew up as a straight guy. Um, cause I don't know, like I kind of like tried to fight it. I kind of like um
Keep it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a gay, I was a closeted gay man deep inside, but my shell is like a strong, talented heartthrob, high school heartthrob. So just for the sake of having
Showing off.
to show or to brag among my friends, like peer pressure, because they're all already wondering, like, how come you're this uh famous in the campus and you don't have a girlfriend. So just for the sake of them to shut up or to not ask any more questions, I grabbed the opportunity of um, this girl liking me, and so I grabbed that opportunity just so I could stay away from uh, chismes.
Yep,
All right.
yeah, yep.
Go ahead, Mars Lindo. Mars Dandy, rather.
Yeah, all of my have you ever had is very funny a little bit, have you ever dreamed of becoming a soldier or a police woman?
No.
So,
Mm.
Siguro pare, pwede pa. Before, when I was younger, my parents would always think that I would become a priest when I grow up because I'm a fan of collecting religious items.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
we have um, we have a life-size image of Saint Veronica. It's a heirloom that was passed on. It's more than 300 years to be
wow.
that, and so it is very sentimental to me and my family. So growing up, I would um, help my Lola dress her up and get her ready for the Lenten
Precision. Yeah.
procession.
yeah, pero what's the call of that? Caramera? What's the call of that?
Camarera.
Francois? Camarera. Yeah, you're
Camarera.
from
Yeah.
what area, Pat?
My parents are from Laguna. That's where the
Ah,
Laguna is. So yeah.
yeah, there are a lot
Nice.
of camarera
At
in
least now you
Laguna.
know, right? A lot of
Camarera.
camareras from Laguna and
Marikina, Bulacan.
Bulacan, Marikina, Bulacan, and
Yeah,
Pampanga.
ano, sa Paete.
Yes,
Ah, sa
yes.
Paete talaga kayo. That's a good place.
Oh, it's a place
Yung
where
mga
they
curving
made
carvings, di ba? It's in
yeah, the
Paete,
saints.
no?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, very nice place.
Hmm.
I've been there. Also collecting
Ooh.
religious articles.
So yeah, yun yung kilig ko when I was I would collect small figurines of Santo Niño,
Mhm.
Mary, in particular, because I'm a Marian devotee, even up to
Mhm.
now.
Wow.
So that's one thing I want. So,
Hmm.
so to answer the question, not a soldier or a policeman, but probably
A
a
priest.
priest. But yeah,
Wow. All right. Thank you so much for all these revelations, Pat. We really enjoyed these revelations that you have just shared with us. All right. So thank you so much. Now, I would like to encourage all our viewers. We have a lot of viewers tonight. So please do drop your questions down below for Pat. All right. So we will definitely read your questions for Pat. Okay.
go easy.
So, all right. So, Pat, I know that recently there was this a very viral. It was a viral conversation or argument about trans women joining the traditional pageants. What's your stand in here? Are you for um, joining traditional pageants or against joining traditional pageants?
Like trans women joining Miss Universe.
Yes, that's right. Hmm.
Mhm.
Or
I
Miss
am,
Universe Philippines.
I believe that trans women are women.
Hmm.
So, um, so yeah, that's that. It's as easy as that. So,
Hmm.
um, I am for it just because, you know, a trans woman is a woman
Hmm.
because that's who they think they are and that's who they believe they are. So just let them be. And, as long as they're not doing anything wrong or anything
Hmm.
to the
To their
women,
fellow candidates. Yeah. Hmm.
then I don't think there's something wrong. Because I think what's important about um, I think what the message that the Miss Universe organization would like for people to understand is that they promote inclusivity and
Hmm.
diversity. So at this point, I think it is what we need as humans
Hmm.
is to respect each other's preferences and
That's
to
right.
support each other regardless of where they come from. So yeah, I guess if there's an open dialogue about certain things, then people will be able to get a gist of someone's knowledge or opinion or point of views. That way, people could learn from one another. So I think there should always be a proper discourse and a proper dialogue when it comes to certain things like that. So
Hmm.
communication.
That's okay. I just a follow up on that. So, given a chance that the Philippines allows changing genders on our documents, would you be joining Miss Universe Philippines as well, or the Binibining Pilipinas if they would allow?
I won't just because I'm overage. I don't meet the certain age.
Yeah.
Turning 31, I'm overaged. So I cannot, as much as I want to. That is impossible to happen in a matter of what, maybe this 2021. I think that the Filipino culture is still very, very conservative. Yes,
Mhm.
we are acknowledged, we are tolerated, but we are not yet accepted completely. And that's
Mhm.
what we need to work on as a community is to let the older generation understand that It is the time for us to pass certain laws that would protect not only the heterosexual community, but also our dear friends who are part of the rainbow community, because they can't, you know, they can't disregard us, because whether they like it or not, we're everywhere. We're in like engineering. There are a lot of professionals right now who are part of the LGBTQ plus community, and so they have to live with it. And if they truly care about our welfare, then they should also care for our rights as human beings.
I definitely agree with you. Hmm. Yes, that Mars Dandy.
Yeah, I was like, I'm always thinking like, yeah, anywhere there is a rainbow community member, so it's something that the government or every other sector will leverage on the talents of the rainbow community, because yeah, they might not be acknowledged very well in some areas, but we have to understand that the rainbow community are are there anywhere.
That is correct. And I think the strength and importance of uh, platforms like this is to raise awareness and to use our voices to make them realize that we make a point, that we have a point, and that what we're fighting for is valuable and relevant in this time.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
I
That's right.
truly believe that, but not only on what we are fighting for, but we are part of the global community, rather, no, a human community. We are not as a rainbow community after all, but we are one community, one people, one name. Yeah, I would like one people of the world.
One love.
One love. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so yeah.
given that opportunity that you become a politician, I don't know if you really wanted to become a politician. Say for example, you become one of the lawmakers in the Philippines as a trans woman or as a transgender or LGBTQIA member. What law would you like to make or to create for the
Mm.
benefit of everyone or for the welfare of everyone
A law that would be beneficial for our community or in
yes,
general?
in
In
general?
general.
Well, that's tough. Honest, but politics is something that I don't really focus much attention to, because but but I'm glad that you asked that question so I could prepare more information.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if in case you will be like a legislator someday.
I will have to pass a law that will benefit all of us, not only the LGBTQ plus community. I will have to say that wow, it's really tough.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
out of
Yeah,
thought.
encompassing all people, all type of,
Yeah.
But for now,
that's
one
difficult.
thing that comes to mind is same sex union.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, that I think is very important, especially in this trying times. Just because, um, I did a movie for a local production. It was set to be released this December, but apparently it was moved. Um, so I did this movie, and my role there is a transgender woman who's been in a long-term relationship with a straight guy, and so that guy has been admitted to the hospital, and so the guy was in life or death situation.
Mm-hmm.
So as his long-term girlfriend, I couldn't decide. um, whether to do a particular surgery on that person or not, just because I'm not blood related to that person. So
Mhm.
I think that if um, same sex union is passed, I will have that power. I will have that privilege to decide for the person I love. Because, what if that person doesn't have a, a family that
Mhm.
truly love and accept him for him? Being with someone like me who's a transgender woman. So I think it is very important because in this time, such things happen in real life. So
That's
just imagine the pain, the agony of not being able to decide if you want to prolong the life of your partner or not. We're talking about life here. So I think that's one relevant cause that I would like to
push.
so yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think so. That's very relevant for now because I believe that there are actually movements that are trying to, particularly for the LGBTQIA plus community, well, that the community is really trying to push for this same sex union. Now, speaking of same sex union, Patch, there are some who are speaking about same-sex marriage. Now, if you could differentiate the two, what's basically the difference of same-sex union and between what's the difference between same-sex union and same-sex marriage?
Based on my own understanding, same-sex union is the actual right to have um, the basic human rights, just like what heterosexual men and women have to, um, for example, having
As a couple?
as a couple. But same-sex marriage is more like about religion.
All right.
It involves God or their belief or their faith. And I don't think the Philippines will be ready for that anytime soon. So, what's more realistic and logical will be same-sex union for
Mhm.
Asian countries na lang. I think that most Asian countries is not ready yet for same-sex marriage, but hopefully we'll get there too. Because there are a lot of people I know that is part of our community that are very religious. And it is not our fault for us to feel or be this way because it's inevitable. We were born like this for a reason. So if you're gonna question God, like why may mga part ng LGBTQ plus, then you're questioning your own belief. So we are here for a reason and we are here to make an impact, to make a change, and for the world to be a happier place to be in.
Wow, that's great. Yes,
Mhm.
Mars Dandy, anything to say?
Yeah, my mind is working a lot on that, but yeah, fully respect on the point of Pat, and I really believe that marriage is for something with religion,
Mm.
union is something for human rights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
and yeah, so the details of like how this union will work on, it really depends on how the people will work on that if the law will be passed and so on. So I would not speculate things like are they allowed to have to adopt children or whatsoever. So it's not
Mhm.
it's much more of that, but rather it's a protection of the individuality. Like the
Right.
example of Pat has been telling us that, yeah, the protection of my partner in the case of health or whatsoever.
Life and
So
In
death.
that,
really
in life and
looking
death.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
hmm Not
Be-
only in light of that, because I fully love the person loves me, and then we are bound to that. That I can, in my opinion, in my capability, I can protect the person, and the person also can protect me with what we have. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when
we
it
are
comes to
already in there. We are already in there that when we speak of protection, it's definitely for general term.
yeah,
However, um, when we speak of protection in LGBTQIA relationships, well, the life and death is actually very huge, right? It's actually the biggest issue right now that whenever there is something happen, whenever something is happened to hi doggy, whenever something is happened to a partner, well, the other partner, the other party cannot do anything but
Yeah, yeah.
have
I
to
think
wait.
that's the main thing that Pat is telling us. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
including health issues, like including
Insurance, security.
insurances. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. So, Pat, just to break the monotony, just to break the monotony,
becoming a
seemingly we
serious
are
topic.
very, very serious in here. There's actually a question here coming from Arvin Delmo. I don't know how would you take this. This is very personal, Pat. So, she is asking about enhancement. Okay. Nagpa-enhance ka ba ng nose?
No,
Yeah,
pangit naman ang tanong. Bali. Are you in favor of enhancing na lang?
I'm
Parang
in
ganon.
favor of body modification, enhancement, surgery, or whatever you want to call it. Just because I am about building confidence, about one's self-esteem. If it makes you happy, if it makes you more confident,
Mhm.
then do it. As long as you're not doing anything wrong, you didn't steal the money to get it, you didn't do anything
Mm,
bad to um, do whatever you want to do with your body, then go.
tumpak.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
really
agree with
love.
you. I definitely agree with you, Pat, because there's nothing wrong to enhance anything
Yeah,
in yourself, right? Because
Yeah,
Mhm.
as long as you love it, you like it, you have the money.
more open about this kind of dialogue. We should normalize this kinds of conversation because, at the end of the day, um, we're just here to present our truest and most genuine selves. So, they, if this people look up to me, then I will be honest to them. I will be really genuine about what my personal take about a certain thing is, because that's, I think, what a true influencer is about.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's right. That's
And
right.
this should not actually be an issue to everyone, especially especially like you did something on your nose, you did something on your lips or on your body, because
Yeah.
well, that's basically the responsibility of someone who did it, of someone who enhanced the bam, and there's nothing to ask or to question why they are doing it, right? Mhm.
Yeah, because I think for us transgender women or transgender men, I think we are more open about it just because
Mhm.
we have to really modify the way we look just so it could be um, the same with how we feel deep inside. And most
Mhm.
often than not, these kinds of peoples are the ones who are more insecure, and it takes away the insecurity once you've done and fulfilled that kind of surgery. So, um, at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with yourself, then that's the most important thing about
That's
getting
right.
this body modification.
All right. All right. So there you go. Guys, please do ask sensible questions.
Well, that's
Just
very sensible
kidding.
question also.
Just kidding.
No,
Yeah, please
that's
just ask
sensible.
questions and we definitely will ask to um Pat.
To
All
Pat,
right. So do
yeah.
you have any questions, guys? I think you're just watching. I think Ming Ming and Yang are watching here. Hi,
Hi,
Ming Ming.
Ah,
hi, yeah.
Ming Ming from Davao and Yang is from Tarlac. We already had Yang
yeah, last Saturday we have
last
Yang.
Saturday. We had Yang last Saturday.
You
All
know
right.
what? I'd just like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my co-candidates, just because
Hmm.
um, in the beginning, to be perfectly honest, I was expecting for some of the girls to be bitchy and very
Diva.
competitive, but I was wrong. I was completely wrong. This gave me a whole different kind of meaning when it comes to pageantry. All
Mhm.
girls possess class, they possess the true meaning of what it's like to be in a competition, and it's sisterhood. I've found
Mm-hmm.
genuine, sincere, um, just really, really nice girls in this competition, and that's I've proven that in our preliminaries. So yeah, just thankful for the girls who are also kind and sweet. So
Mm-hmm.
see you all very, very soon.
All right. Speaking of that, Pat, there's a question in here. Among your co-candidates or co-contenders, who do you want to hold hands with on the final top two?
I'd like it to be Rui Mariano's Alex. I've told this to her personally, um, even before pa we got announced, officially announced as part of the official 26 candidates. Um, I just know that it's going to be me and her. I
Wow. Yeah, positivity. That's positivity.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that could attract the ho- what shall I say? Positive could actually attract the
yeah,
energy, good
my
energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Energy.
yeah,
Hmm.
going back to my previous dialogue, I'm all about the champion mindset, and I
Hmm.
would like to envision my goals and see it actually happening. If you manifest things, if you tell to the universe what you truly desire, then it will come true. I'm a
Yes.
true testament to that because I've been telling the universe how much I want this crown, how much I want the third crown for the Philippines, and how much I want to get promoted in my current job, and it happened. So I believe in manifestation, law of attraction, and champion mindset. So that's just one thing I would like to share to everyone is to keep dreaming and to keep working hard and reach for the dream that you have because dreams do come true.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Case Cirelos, for that question. Now we have another question coming from Karen Montesilio. All right. So here we go. Kung hindi ikaw ang mananalo ng Miss International Queen 2021, sino sa tingin mo ang mananalo? If it wouldn't be you, who would it be?
If it wouldn't be me, I think it will be Rui. But
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I think she possesses the physical attributes of what Miss International Queen is looking for. She's very pretty. She's very feminine. She could compete with Thai women. She could compete internationally. But then again, um, she's 36 and I'm 31. So Miss International Queen has an age requirement. So if it's not her, then it's still going to be me.
Definitely, di ba? Positivity, right?
Yeah.
Attracts
But
energy,
but
positive energy.
Mm.
Right? So there you go. So keep on dropping your questions, guys, down below at the comment section. All right. So let's continue our conversation. Okay. Um, there you go. Okay, Pat. If there's anything in well in the Philippines that you would like to take control, what would that be?
something that I would have a control of in the Philippines.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I would say it would be controlling people's mouth. Just because I always believe that if you don't have anything good to say, then you should just keep your mouth shut. Just because words are very powerful, it's impact.
Mm,
Um, Whenever you say something, you cannot unhear it, you cannot undo it. What's been said is said, and
said.
you know, it will. You don't know how much words could change someone's life, how much it could affect someone's mental health or fortitude. So I suggest that people should be specifically Filipinos or Filipino pageant fans in general, or just people in general. You know, let's take some time to reflect before we speak, just because being kind doesn't cost anything. You know, I encourage everyone to just have positivity in their life
Mhm.
so that they would attract the blessings that they deserve. Because if you keep telling negative things about people, about certain things, if you keep pointing out what's wrong, then you will keep getting those kinds of energy, and it is not good. So just keep working towards your goals that you don't have the time to um, notice what's wrong about other people, but just take a moment to be kind. And, you know, it doesn't cost anything to be kind. So, yeah. I,
All right.
Yeah.
That's really
So true, so true.
something that's really something to reflect on, right? Because all of us has something to say. All of us are
opinionated.
somehow entitled. But sometimes we don't really know the borderline, with our limits, when to say what is right and when to say what is wrong, right? So this goes this
This
goes
goes
to
for
my next
all.
question. So when is the right time to
No.
Tito boy? When is the right time to be okay, and when is the right when it is not
No.
to be okay?
A serious question.
No, no. That's just a
No,
hypothetical.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Pat. Mhm. Okay, we have another question coming from Karen
Yeah.
Montesilio. If black is beautiful,
Beautiful.
oh, where was that? Mhm.
Yeah,
If black is
I'll read that
beautiful,
one.
why black symbolize death?
I think black um, connotates too much negativity in some people. But me, I would like to envision black as a color that allows everyone to start over. Um, Having the opportunity to regain my mental fortitude in the darkest times of my life. I have learned to start over again, to start from scratch, and to start believing in myself, because at the end of the dark, there's always um, a tunnel where you
Right.
can see a spark of hope and inspiration. So, you know, black doesn't necessarily mean something bad is about to happen, but it is something that we can start from point zero to our end goal. And I think it is very important, especially in these times, to realize that, because life is short, and you know, take this time to heal, take this time to grow, and take this time to realize what truly matters.
That's right. So, there's also something that I've thought of, why, if black is beautiful, why black symbolize death. I think death is not actually bad, because
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
actually an opportunity to
start over.
get, or to have another, yeah, that's right, to start over, to
That's
have
true
another life,
religion.
right?
That's true religion.
No, if you are thinking that way, if you are thinking the other side of the death, instead of thinking death as you know as the end of your life, of your earthly life.
Yeah, but again, it go back to that. That's a religious point of view when we saying that.
It's not always.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, so what can you say, Mars Dandy? Because you've been very silent.
Can you say about what for that black? Yeah, why? Because people are thinking about black as dark, as an opposite of shine, as an opposite of day. So and then we have been told about like there
Black
is
is
always
beautiful.
light after
Mhm.
darkness. So it's something like that. So it's like an opposite, so like a connection of that opposite, positive, negative. So that makes us like looking at why people are thinking of like black is not that beautiful, black is beautiful whatsoever. But if we are like looking at in the context of like complement, black is a complement of something light, then we will appreciate why this black and what is about this light. Could never be light without dark. There could never be dark without light, as so on. So it's a complement thing. So for me, in my opinion, parang ako
Yeah.
na ang beauty queen dito, para di ba?
Okay, there's another question from Case Cirelas. By the way, thank you, Karen Montesilio, for the question.
Yeah. So
So
I'll
from
read for
Case,
this. Ako ang
go
ako
ahead.
magbasa.
Mhm.
So if there is one song, I'd like this. If there is one song that best describe your life right now, what would it be and why?
She's in love.
Magkaalaman na tayo nito ngayon.
Ano ba?
She's in love. Oh, can you see that?
Hindi, kantahin muna.
Mm-hmm.
What
Magkaalaman na ngayon.
from The Greatest Showman? I forgot the
Wow.
title. I am brave, I am strong, I am who I want. This is me. This is
Yeah. Parang ano, parang ano ba 'yun? Parang reaching the dreams, no? Parang, very strong the influence of sinabi ni Pat kanina na determined person. I really have seen in that. Very ano naman si Pat yung parang um parang since we started the interview, pinalabas na talaga niya na this is me.
yeah. And I don't really
Consistency.
believe in rehearsed or like script answers just because I
Yeah.
have a problem in memorizing things already. I
Yeah.
have in my body. um, so yeah, why I haven't answered why. Um, because I'd like for people to accept me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am not sorry about being me. This is me, and I am unapologetic. I am proud to be who I am, although I am also open to constructive criticism, as long as it could benefit me for my growth. Then I would certainly consider someone else's opinion if it's for the better of not only me but for the people around me. So, I'm very confident about who I am. I'm very happy with what I have become and what I have accomplished. And I
Mm-hmm.
am yet excited to achieve all the things that I want to achieve. And I am positive that I am able to get it just because I have the right mindset to get it. And I am able, I am capable, I am strong, I am worthy. So this is me.
No, no.
Very strong.
So let me give you a
This
clap
is
for
me.
that.
Yeah. Me also. I'm giving her a clap.
Thank you very much.
What a
Uh,
strong woman.
mhm.
Determined. Consistent.
Yeah,
Uh,
consistency.
okay, so
Okay.
speaking of
Next.
yeah, speaking about that, being consistency, being It's more about yourself actually. So now, can you tell us more about your advocacy on your journey? Well, for that you are basically offering for Miss International Queen Philippines.
Well, as I've mentioned earlier, we have already talked about this. I am a mental health advocate. I am a suicide prevention advocate, and I am an animal welfare advocate. So I have three advocacies, and I've been doing this for the past year, for since 2020. I This is something very close to my heart because it is something personal to me. I myself is a strong advocate of mental health because I'm a survivor. I don't want other people to be in that situation just because it is very hard and it's very challenging. But if you are someone who is undergoing the same struggles right now, just know that there is someone that loves you, that sees you. Me, you could message me personally if you find me relatable, or if you feel like you trust me enough for you to just release that negative energy, just so you could feel better about yourself. There are a lot of people who are willing to help. You just have to find them. Find the person who will benefit your growth, who will benefit your healing, and just do it for yourself, because at the end of the day, you owe it up to yourself, because it will only be you and no one else. So, yeah, I'm here for you. I care for you. I love you. So whoever you are, who's watching this right now, you're not alone. You're not alone. Every one of us is dealing with a lot of stress problems, and you know, it's part of life. The world is below. Bilog.
Yeah.
Hindi lagi
Hello.
ba? Hindi
Yes,
lagi.
that's true.
Mm-mm.
It's always well, buhay natin is a will actually, right?
That's correct.
Mm-mm.
So ayun, where was I? So yeah, you have to fight. You have to keep on going, because
Uh,
life doesn't end um from your comfort zone, diba? So just find what truly makes you happy, what gives you a sense of, because when you find it, trust me, it will be
that's true.
worth worth it for life.
Uh,
You know,
Tama.
take it
um,
for you.
can you walk us through that why did you choose, or why have you been working for mental health?
Sorry, what?
Why have you been working for mental health?
Why? Because it is something close to my heart. As I said, I don't want um, other people to be in that kind of situation, because I know how hard it is. And to be perfectly honest, um, I'm a survivor. I'm a suicide survivor, and I don't want people to be in that kind of situation where they run out of hope, where they lost their sense of self, where they lost um, their beliefs, their faith.
Mhm.
So I'd like to be the person who could influence them in a good way, just so they could be motivated, and just so they could be fighting every day, because life is hard, it is tough, but all you got to do is show up. You just have to show up every day, and you just have to keep fighting, and surround yourself with people that is beneficial for you, for your growth, and for your mental health. So yeah.
Well, based on your case, Pat, so I'm not going to dig on how did it start on you, or how did mental health start. Okay, in your own opinion, how does really mental health start and affects the person itself?
How does it affect a person deep inside?
Start
Uh,
and how it affects.
I guess it starts when you start believing in other people's judgment about you. That's when it starts. So if you don't acknowledge or you don't know yourself, your self-worth, then it is very easy for them to sway you, for them to make you believe that they are who you think you are. So you just gotta know who you are deep down to the core so that whatever those people throw in front of you won't affect you. And you just truly have to love yourself. As cliche as it may sound, it is very true that you have to get to know yourself better so that when the time comes that people will criticize you, you wouldn't get affected because deep down you know who you really are and you know what they say about you is not true. So, so there's that.
Alright. What's the difference of knowing what's basically true in yourself and the truth from other people?
Well, people will always have a different version of you based on how much they like you. So, um, you know, that thing doesn't matter as long as you truly know who you are deep down to the
Mhm.
core. Whatever they think about you won't matter just because you know who you are and you know who you're not. So, you should know and you should know how to differentiate or to filter out what is right from what is wrong, what is real and what is not. So, yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. So, Pat, is there any group here in the Philippines that these mental health patients, let's just call them patients, right? These mental health patients um, could reach out to?
Yeah, you could Google it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But are you not working with this organization, Pat? Do you have any connection with that? Like I believe this is like a depression something.
Yeah, I'm not currently affiliated with any kind of
Hmm.
nonprofit organization that helps them or supports them. But there are a lot of um, groups. There are a lot of support groups. There's
Hmm.
even I remember before I could, afford to pay for a psychiatrist from Medical City. Well, actually, my sister pays for it. Um, I tried to call a hotline. I just Googled it, really. And
Yeah, yeah.
I tried to seek for help because I knew I was struggling. I My friends knew I was struggling, but they couldn't be of any help just because they weren't the right people to listen to what I am currently experiencing at the time. So I needed someone else to listen so I could have a different point of view.
Hmm.
And so I just Googled, the hotline, and there was this hotline. Apologies if I don't remember it, but yeah, you could really just Google it for mental hotline, mental health awareness
Or
hotline
depression.
free. Yeah, especially for if suicide is something that's crossing your mind, just don't. This is the sign that you must not do it because you matter. You are important, you are seen, and you are loved.
Uh,
Yeah. I
Thank you
really
so
love the
much.
message, that
Yeah,
even
we've
though
got so many
yeah,
messages from Pat this tonight.
yeah.
Actually, All right.
I
So,
love the
Pat,
message.
we are moving to our next challenge. I hope you are very much ready in here. And I
And you
know that
still
you
have, yeah.
are. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is very simple, Pat. Okay, so what we have actually prepared here is a speech challenge.
Okay.
Can you
I'll,
see that?
yeah.
All right, so it's a speech challenge wherein we have actually here, uh,
Six.
oops, one moment, six mystery gifts. So we have six mystery gifts, and each mystery gifts, there is a corresponding topic or yeah, a hashtag if it may be. So all you have to do is speak about it. All right. So we'll be giving you at least two mystery boxes to open. Will that be fine?
Start now. I'd like to
Yeah.
pick number 5 because it's my lucky number.
All right. So let's start
Number
off with
five.
number five. All right. Here you go. Employment discrimination.
And I should elaborate that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Employment, should I relate them to each other or should
Yeah.
I
Right.
Yeah.
It's all up to you on how you're going to compose employment discrimination as a kind of speech.
Oh, okay. Got it. Well, as a trans woman of color, I think that employment and discrimination is very relevant, especially in this time and age, just because I am a part of a community that is not completely heard or seen. So I would like to take this opportunity to make this platform as an avenue to for um, people of power to realize that we are not just our gender markers. We are not just transgender women who is having a show. We are human beings and we deserve the employment that we are looking for just because we are capable and we are capable. And I think that discrimination is not really, it should not be tolerated or even accepted in our workspace because as long as a person is able to deliver or to you know as long as that person is able to sorry, I'm having a hard time.
That's fine.
Discrimination, okay, can we start over?
Let's move to the next option instead.
I was all over the place.
Alright.
I just wanted to
So your
say
next option. Uh-huh.
discrimination. As a transgender woman, I really would be lying if I say that I haven't experienced
Experience.
discrimination when it comes to my workspace. Because in my early years of transition, yes, I was also a victim of not being allowed to enter the restroom just because I'm a trans woman. So, you get discriminated just because they don't think you are passable enough, you're not feminine enough, you are not female enough, or so yeah. I always believe that you have to see through um, a person and look at what that person can do beyond her gender. Because there are a lot of successful people out there that is part of our community, and they're experiencing discrimination in the workspace. and it's not fair. It's not really fair because it will really take a toll in their performance instead of boosting their morale and their confidence. It will just pull them down. So yeah, it's 2021. We should empower each other and make um, others feel heard and seen by respecting them and giving them a chance.
All right, thank you so much. Finally.
Much.
Okay, for our last for your last pick, Patch, which number would you like to pick?
One,
Number one. All right, here we go. Human rights.
human rights.
Mm-hmm.
Well, human rights, the basic human rights is just actually understanding each other's existence and what they are, what do they deserve as human beings, what is good for them. And I think that if we just know and totally understand what's going on among our peers, among other people who are not in our scope of network, then we will be aware of what's truly going on outside of our comfort zone. So I think that um, being aware is what is important so that we will be able to pinpoint what's lacking so that we can do something about it. And that I think is basic human rights awareness.
All right, thank
Hmm.
you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you very
Patch.
much.
Ooh, you were able to cross the bridge.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right.
Yeah.
So how was it?
I
All right, Patch. We are now giving you an opportunity as well to.
when it comes to Q&A.
All right,
Yeah,
Patch.
yeah.
We are now giving you some time to give a message to anyone you would like to address to, and of course, you can also promote anything, your business, your social media platforms, of course, and yeah, anything you would like to promote.
Yeah.
The
It's your
floor is
Well,
yours.
time.
thank you so much for your time, um, Francois and Dundee, for having
Yep.
me here in your
Our
page.
pleasure.
This, um, this is my greatest pleasure and joy to be here and get to know the both of you. And I
Mm-hmm.
hope we could be spending some time more in the near future doing
Sure, sure.
and such. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my coworkers, my bosses in Megaworld. Please follow my page. It's Megaworld at the Fort by Patricia Payumo. If you're looking for a property investment or a new space for you to live in, then I am the girl to contact. If you're looking for a new condo unit in McKinley Hill or Uptown Bonifacio, if you're looking for a penthouse unit in McKinley West, if
Mm-hmm.
you're looking for a commercial lot or a shop house lot in our newest township in Northwind Global City along Bukawi and Marilao, Bulacan. So this is something very, very exciting because this is set to be the new BGC of the North. So watch out
Mm.
in 5 years. This 28th township of Mega Road will be totally boom. So the new Manila International Airport will be around, and it is set to compete with Changi International Airport in Singapore. So
Mm-hmm.
I am very sure that the tourist will be massive in 5 or 6 years' time in that area. So I highly encourage everyone to invest. Um, Patricia Payumo. Follow my Facebook page,
Instagram.
Support by Patricia Payumo, and my social media pages, Patricia Payumo. So yeah, That's about it. I hope I was able to make sense in this interview.
Ah,
So
You
yeah,
did, you did. Mhm.
yeah. For but
I
you can appreciate stay appreciation to your handlers, to managers,
I
in the
have a,
pageant.
I am an independent woman, and I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my team, um, my directors, Selvin Abasolo, my photographers, Debray Rivera, and Paul Gino Guevara, my makeup artist, Green and Makeup. If you're looking for a bridal makeup artist, Green is the right person to contact. And Hair by RC Barcenas. She's my official hairstylist. Who else? My stylist, of course. I would like to thank John and Liran for making all my OTDs bomb. And thank you so much for
Mhm.
all the designers that I've worked with. Angela, Noel from Bohol, Sir Frederick Rodriguez from Zamboanga. Um, who else? Um, I don't want to miss anyone. Rob Lim and Alvin Nogot for my gown. I would like to thank also Red Apple Manila for your studio needs. You may contact them also. Um, who else? Erich Minosa for my headpiece, last preliminaries. Um, who else? I guess that's about it. And to all, my best friend, shout out to Kathleen Rose Gabrielle for buying all my tickets. That is worth um, for providing a transportation for my preliminaries, and to Miss Kate Go for sponsoring my hotel accommodation in Twin Lakes Hotel during the whole preliminaries. Thank you so much for all your um, kindness and generosity. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you could support me until the end in my journey, and I hope to see you all in Thailand.
All
Kapun.
right, thank you so much.
Yeah, kapun ka.
All
Okay.
right. So thank you so much once again, Pat. And
Yeah.
of course, thank you so much to Miss International Queen Philippines for always inviting us to be part of your journey. Yes, thank you
Yes.
so much. And of course, to all our viewers, thank you so much for staying with us for more than 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's
Yep.
pretty long for just one guest. All right.
Yeah.
And
Thank
yes,
you.
anything you
Yeah.
would like to thank for Dandy?
Yeah, I would like to thank everyone for staying. I would like to thank also my friends and DJ for my for encouraging me to be here, and I would like to promote my social media account, Don Dijan Estrella, on all the social media accounts. You can
Mhm,
contact me, and then
mhm.
for those who are in need, of course, of uh, mentoring, yes, I'm available, of course. So just contact
All right.
me.
Oh, by the way, Dandy Janice Rera is actually a Q&A mentor. So yeah, you can definitely ask. You can definitely ask help from him. All right. So once again, thank you so much, guys, for staying with us. And if you are new to our channel, please do like and subscribe so that you will get notified whenever we release new videos. And of course, please do follow and like our page, Pageant Marriage Philippines, as well on Facebook, Instagram,
Agent Mag
TikTok, and
International.
Twitter. Of course, Pageant Mag International. Oh, they
International.
are actually sisters. All right. So thank you so much for you for staying with us once again for tuning in, and thank you so much, Pat. Thank you so much, Miss International Queen. We'll see you once again on our next events. All right.
Yeah, thank you
Have
so
a
much,
great
Thank
everyone.
you.
have
Thank
a
you to
great night
everyone.
and
Bye
good night,
bye.
everyone. God bless you all. And yeah, please do see us tomorrow once again at 8 o'clock in the evening. All right, with another Miss International Queen Philippines candidate. All right, bye.
Bye.